we're back.
And we're back.
Welcome
to the Cavalry.
to the Cavalry. Great to be here. I'm finally back in the comfy confines of my home studio.
Oh,
This
good to
dark,
be back.
dank basement. Yeah, it's great to be back. I have to leave tomorrow, but it's good to be home for a couple days. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing
Yeah.
good. Doing good. Tired,
good.
but good.
Yeah.
Yep, just got out of the shower from a run. You know how it is. You know
Oh wait,
the
how far?
grind.
How far did you run?
3 miles. I'm
Wow.
on my training schedule for this October marathon, so I'm not going above what they're telling me to.
Oh, you know what's funny about that? So, one time, that's interesting. You would think that's counterproductive to like hold yourself back from running if you're getting ready for a marathon.
Oh, it's gonna get shitty real quick. So I'm
Okay,
trying
so
to
you're
do
like
it.
they're resting your body. Well, I had
Yeah.
this thing one time in college. My buddy Jason bet me, or said I couldn't do 100. Like I said, I could do 100 push-ups. Like I was like, if you gave me like time to train, I'm sure I could do it. Like it's just a matter of like training. And I
Yeah.
was like, well, I would just do one more every day than I did the day before. So I was like, if you give me 100 days, I can do 100 push-ups,
All right.
right? So in my head, it's like all you have to do is one more push-up than the day you did before. Like how hard
Yep.
is that? So, but the way I structured it was the first day. So you have this like 100 days to train.
Yeah.
I literally did one push-up the first day. So I was like, and the second day I did two, and the third day I did, which is like, look, it was just so stupid. You should just absolutely do as many as you can. As fat, like literally, you should be doing push-ups every second of the day if your goal is to
Right.
do 100. But I wasted.
Especially since the day before you're doing 99. Like,
Yeah.
nope, that wasn't the deal.
No, the day before I did. I don't know. I think I rested. I think I because I had $100 on it too. It was like 100 days, 100 push-ups for $100, and I started getting strategic like around day 65 or 70, where I was like, oh shit, okay, like I can do like 48 push-ups. I need to figure this out. And so I didn't max out like the last, I don't know, 15 days. I
Yeah.
just didn't.
Yeah.
And I just assumed I'd be able to do it. And we had this athletic field where I don't know if you have them in Milwaukee, or in Madison, but like they're not grass. They're like it's like field turf. So there's like little tiny rubber balls where the dirt would be.
Yeah.
So I did it on there. So I told him I was going to do it because I thought I'd get like bounce from it, like it would.
You'd be going down so fast that you'd spring
Yeah.
back.
And then, so we had a bunch of people come out to see if I could do it,
Oh, how many's a bunch?
like a dozen or so.
Wow.
People were interested. I was talking a lot of shit. Jason was talking a lot of shit. And then, and there was $100 on the line, which back then was like a lot of money. And
Still is.
yeah, well, yeah, it's not a lot to me. I'm in the podcasting game now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, so am I.
Yeah. Oh, I keep a lot of this from you. You don't know. But you get free water, so it evens out. But we had a dozen people. Yeah. so we had
Liquid
people-
Death.
Oh, shout out Liquid Death. I'm still waiting for my case. So, but the way it ended was so anticlimactic because I was on like I was in the 50s or 60s, and then Jason started freaking out about my form not being good. But then he's like yelling at me like these don't count, and I was like, well, I can't. If you stop me right now, I'm never starting it. Like it's over. And so it just kind of ended in controversy. No one got paid. It was very, very, very predictable.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that no
That's
money would
hilarious.
change hands. So that was it. And I've never done 100 push. Have you ever done 100 push-ups
I
in
doubt
a row?
it. I doubt it.
Yeah, it's very difficult, especially
I
now.
think I've probably done an impressive amount of jump rope in a row, but
That's hard too. That's
maybe
more like
1,000. I wonder if I've done 1,000 because me and my brothers we used to have contests, see how many you could do in a month.
Oh, really? That's a lot of coordination
Yeah.
more than anything else. You
Yeah.
don't seem like a coordinated guy, but I guess you are. I
I'm
mean,
not. I mean, you could still, my brother, the frisbee professional frisbee player, he could do them like, where you see where it looks like they're doing nothing. They're just kind of, but I'm like clomping and stomping like a freaking Clydesdale trying to jump
there's
rope.
like a
But they still
Ming
count.
vase that falls off the shelf when Johnny's. You always do them in rare pottery
Right.
stores. That's where you train.
Yeah.
The wait, your brother is a professional frisbee player?
Yeah, and well, not anymore. He's retired, but he played for the Seattle Rainmakers. But the whole league has been dissolved.
Oh,
I know for a fact that we have talked
please
about
tell
this.
me that we have
So
not
don't
talked
give me
about
this. What? I know we've talked about it. He's the one that lives. There's a park behind him where people would work out, and
Yeah, okay, that I remember. I do not remember the professional. You told an epic story about how he lives by a park, but I think left out the fact that he's a professional frisbee player.
Yep.
So don't come at me with
I mean,
show
I still think you're
retention.
wrong. I do. I think I can come at you with that because I believe it's been mentioned. If you're listening, Ben, write in, leave a 5-star review, and let us know.
Well,
If
no,
it has
I mean
been-
he doesn't know. Oh, unless he listens to every
Yeah.
episode, he doesn't know.
Well, I don't know if he listens to every episode, but he's a listener.
Okay, well, I don't think it's been discussed, and I'm very fascinated. I feel like I would have asked a lot of questions.
Kyle, I'm going to
about it.
put you on this. If
Yeah,
you can
Kyle's
look it up
the
and give
one.
a timestamp to Andrew.
the show stenographer. Because I feel like I have a lot of questions about the professional frisbee league.
Ask
It's
away.
ultimate frisbee, not
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool because he's got all sorts of gear and swag. My brother Luke, the dentist, has like a Rainmaker's jacket, Rainmaker hat that he got him.
Wow. I can see how a league, ultimate frisbee league, would rise and fall though, because I feel like it for a while there, it was like super hot. Like it was like this sport on the you'd hear about it all the time. Maybe like when I was in college or just out of college, everybody was like going to play. Oh, there were courses. I feel like a lot of that's dried. I don't hear about it as much. Everyone's into like pickleball or something.
That's the next. That's the next one.
That
That's the
pickleball.
next
Your
pickleball.
brother should get into pickleball.
Oh, he's retired.
He seems like an athlete.
He's the one that just got married. He's done. He's out. He's out of the game.
His fringe professional sports
Yeah.
days are over.
Yeah.
I like that guy who just wants to be a professional athlete so bad. He'll find whatever the fringiest of them all and just get really good at it really fast. Pickleball.
Yeah.
I mean, that's arrogant for me to say because I haven't played it, but I feel like that's one you could get good at quick.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I even know what that is. Is that the one where you're in like a room and
No, that's squash or racquetball.
racquetball? That's what I'm thinking of.
Pickleball is like miniature. It's like, like tennis and then
Yeah.
like table tennis. It's like splitting the difference.
So it's ping pong with.
It's like bigger
rackets?
ping pong, smaller tennis. It's a wooden racket and like a plastic wiffle ball.
Huh.
And then it's like you don't have to move like I think you can literally play and like take like 2 steps either way. It's like a lazy man's tennis basically. But people are like
I'm
addicted to
listening.
it.
I'm listening.
Whatever, marathon guy. You should play tennis. They should make a version of tennis for you where there's like the court's a mile long, and you literally, it takes
The
like
ball
3
goes in
days.
slow motion.
Oh, I do. I want to talk to you about something. I met a dude. So I was doing a show in Asheville, and I was doing my patented crowd work.
The old
my-
Andrew
I do-
Slater
I do-
1-2.
I do 25 minutes in the middle where I go, now it's time to talk to the audience. Where are you from, sir? And then there's no comedy really. It's just
You just ask 3 people and go right back into your
yeah.
act.
It's a laundry list. I know we've talked about that before, but the comedian who just digs for a joke and gets nowhere and has to abandon it is the funniest thing ever. Where are you from? Kenosha. Oh, cool. What do you do there? I'm a banker. Oh, banks. Okay. You married? Yeah. Oh, how long? 25 years. Ah, congratulations. How about a round of applause? 25 years. How'd you guys meet in high school? Okay. Anybody else here?
nothing. Anyway, so I was at the
Hey,
grocery
nothing.
store the other day.
I got nothing. You guys heard of pickleball? Yeah, but I talked to this guy who was he does either ultra trails or ultra marathoning, where he runs 100 miles, and it literally takes like a full 24 hour. You have to like stop and.
My daughter just yesterday asked if anyone has ever run 100 miles, and I said no. That's silly.
No,
That's
it's like
impossible.
not only
My body can't do that.
no, not only is it a thing, which now it's gonna be your new thing. Watch, we'll be here. You'll be like, "That's crazy. No one's ever done it." Literally, like, "Oh, I signed up for the ultra marathon."
I'm a big dumb idiot.
That's my Johnny impression. My brother was supposed to meet me there, but he wants to live, so it's gonna be just me. Uh, no, but
I would make fun of you, but I am doing a triathlon by myself in 5 days.
but I love that. That's the genius of whatever I'm doing. I'm calling myself genius in this. Is that I'm get to make fun of you for being in shape. Like Johnny's such a moron. He's like running and taking care of himself. But yeah,
I think you eat good enough. Comparatively, you probably eat good enough to where you're in better hands than me.
You know what we are? We're different in that I eat more better foods than you, but I also eat all the crap that you eat.
Okay.
So I think like I sneak in more. I just eat more meals probably than I think you do. Or I don't know. Or you're burning like such an excess of calories it really doesn't. Who knows?
I wonder how many. I wonder how many people in the world, how many other people in the world have ever stopped and eaten Taco Bell in the middle of a 7-mile run.
I mean, it can't be a long list.
Be a lot. Yeah.
When you get Taco Bell in the middle of your 7-mile run, do you get something to drink? No. Okay. To me,
I should. I mean, that would make sense.
No. But like a soda, the soda is what would kill you.
Oh yeah, no, I don't get soda.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's do it. Taco Bell is actually like, because what do you get? Like you get your crunch wrap.
No, 2 chili cheese burritos.
Yeah, 2. I was just about to say. No, I can see how that would be good. It's like protein.
That's what I'd love to see just at a marathon. You know how they hand you like waters or Gatorades as you're running by, you train, or they hand out those like goo packs that are just all protein.
Yeah.
I would love to just see them handing out here, chili cheese burrito.
Yeah. Taco Bell's there.
Thanks.
Here's a Mountain Dew slushie. But what was I saying? Oh, so he ran 100 miles. And he was like, and then his girlfriend was bragging on his behalf, which he was too humble to say, but he got either first or second place. And I was like, well, yeah. I mean, how many people were doing 100 miles?
How many people?
But he
said,
it? Yeah, he said like 30 or 40 people did it. So
that's crazy.
That's your next Everest.
Mark my word. I don't think I'll do a marathon again after this October Chicago Marathon one.
Bullshit.
I don't think so.
This
unless
is such
somehow, you know what? The only way is if I could do the New York Marathon.
Well, why couldn't you do the New York? I don't understand. Do you have to get a certain time to get in?
It's hard to get in. No, you don't have to qualify for New York, I don't think. I think it's like a drawing.
Okay.
And everyone wants to do that one, so it's like really hard.
Well, you say you'll never do a marathon again, but it's like, to me, it sounds like a guy like literally shooting up heroin going, this is the last. I can't. This is ridiculous. I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, I will have to find something to have on the horizon, but marathons, oof. Maybe it'll be a Olympic-sized triathlon.
Where are you running the marathon? Did you already tell me? And this is another thing I forgot.
The marathon is in Chicago in October.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's going to be like way different than anything I've ever done. Like my brother Luke's done it a couple times I think, and he was telling me that like because the Madison one like they say okay ready set go and everyone just goes, but in Chicago it's like there's thousands of people, so like they're like all right go, and you don't even get to the start line for like over a half an hour because there's
Wait,
just so many
but you
people.
don't have to run that part, do you?
No, I
Ooh.
mean you're just like it's just you're in a mob, a crowd going. You have a thing on your bib number. So once you cross the line, that's when it starts your individual time.
But I mean, you're not jogging up to the starting line. I'd be like, this is horse
I
shit.
don't think you can
I
because it's so you can't jog in a crowd.
Oh, so you're
You
just
know what I mean?
walking up
Yeah,
to the.
that's kind of like a mosh pit
I
moving
would.
its way to the opening.
I'd be so worried about conserving energy. I would be like, I want to be carted up to the. My first step of the day is going to be this marathon step.
It'd be
I am
over.
not
Yeah.
wasting one extra footstep on any rigmarole.
Yeah, I will. We'll see how it goes. I got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Hey, how was your Father's Day? I know this is untimely since we're a week behind.
Oh, great Father's Day! I was away from my child.
Oh,
I was in Charleston, South Carolina. You ever go there? It's just charming as
I
hell.
don't think so.
Beautiful. We had Heidi came and met me in. Well, she flew to Atlanta and I picked her up. We drove to Savannah. I did my show in Savannah, which was great. Thank you. If anybody's listening to who came to shows, you were awesome. Thank you for coming out. And then we did a show in Charleston the next night. And then Sunday, we kind of had the day in Charleston before we flew out. And so we just kind of walked around and looked at the water and the houses. And it was very charming. And it was Heidi's birthday, too. So she had to share her birthday with Father's Day. And we both looked at each other on Saturday before the day. And it was like, well, I got nothing. Do you have any? And then she was like, no, I got nothing for you. I was like, oh, fucking thank God. So we just bought each other stuff, like little trinkets
Yeah.
on the day, and then that was it. But it was great.
Wait,
How was
why
your
would
father?
you? Wait, why would you get her something? Are you supposed to get
Because
her
it was her
something?
birthday.
Oh, you just said that?
I
Am I
just
missing?
said that,
Oh, okay.
and now I'm absolved from not knowing that your brother was in a professional frisbee. I see how things get missed on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her June 19th is Heidi's birthday, and her social
Nice.
security
Happy
number is.
birthday. Happy belated, Heidi.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh, not only did you just say it probably less than 20 seconds ago, but I also saw a post about it. So I really
oh yeah,
just
that's the
see
other thing
it.
is you have to do a post. Like there's some pressure that happens. Like there's a new like social media thing, but like when now you always have to post about if it's Father's Day, your dad, or you have to post about your wife on her birthday or Mother's Day, or you know, there's all these events and you have to post. And then I feel like if you looked at every year I've known Heidi and the posts, whenever it became serious enough of a
Yeah.
relationship for us to post about each other, the sincerity of the blurb underneath the whatever
Yeah.
picture that's been pre-approved by her for me to because you can't just post any
Oh no, you
picture
get yelled at for
willy
that.
nilly. Good God, pictures I think she looks great in. I mean, literally make her
Yeah,
cry.
start a fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but now we're at the point where it's like you're just saying like borderline sarcastic things about each other, which is great. It's so much nicer, honestly.
Yeah, well, I feel I'm confident to say Aaron and I we're challenging that because we won't do it. We
You
won't
don't
do it.
post at all.
No, sometime we will. Some once in a while, but it's not
Whoa,
like
whoa,
an
whoa, whoa, whoa.
obligatory.
That seems
What?
scarier. Sometimes so that means like randomly it could be like a year where she posts like for your birthday, but you don't post for her birthday, and then
Well, we're not keeping
everyone's
track.
okay
I mean,
with that.
I don't know if we'll do it for that because it's like it's that thing where like I mean I don't want to make fun of you because you said you just
No.
did it.
Bring it out.
But
Come on.
it's
We're
that
changing
thing of like
formats.
we think it like it's just like who are you talking like
I
who
know.
would I be talking to? She's right here, like, hey babe, I know you're across from me at the table, but I just want, your friends and my friends to see.
Well, okay, yes. You have a great argument there. But there's the counter argument is yeah, but now it's like this expectation. It's like for Valentine's Day. There's a person who could go, "Hey,
We don't celebrate it. You can't say that. That's a great argument.
whoa,
We will not be told when to get cards for each other. We are anti Valentine's Day.
wow." So no Valentine's Day ever. No dinners, no
No,
cards.
we'll do like not on the day, but we'll do a dinner. But we don't do the post. We don't do gifts, cards. I don't think we even do. We'll make an excuse to do a night out, but not on Valentine's Day.
That's very impressive to me. I'll give you guys all the credit in the world because I get everything you're saying, like logically makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
but the counter argument is like now an expectation has been created and then you like see other people doing something, and so it takes inner fortitude to like not participate in that behavior or whatever. And so like shout out to you guys.
You know what it is? It's like if me and you murdered someone together and then they took us to the police station and they separated us and we have to swear to God, all right, you don't say nothing, I won't say nothing, and they're trying to get us. They're individually, they're like, come on, nothing will happen to you. Just what happened? I have to trust that she's not going to cave, and she has to trust that I'm not going to cave, and we both.
But that's not even it. I mean, that's a great that's very funny, and that's a great analogy, and you should do that as a bit because it's really funny. But
I can tell by your uncontrollable.
No, but you know what I mean.
No, I do know because you're a comedian. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a good bit. That's very
I can
funny.
see it. I can see it on stage, and like
Right. Yeah.
But I just like already like had gone on to my next thought before I had a chance to laugh. No, but I was thinking about how it's slightly flawed, and not flawed, but just how we can improve about it, make it more specific.
Okay.
Because if one of these days you broke the Valentine's Day pact, it would be like she'd go, God damn it, Johnny, why did you do this? And then she would smile and, whatever. And then, one would hope you'd get laid or something. But then
it's ruined forever.
If she breaks the Valentine's Day pact and you don't, that is a much more serious situation. Trouble.
I wouldn't be in trouble because
no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Fair.
There's no because she can't legally hold you to anything.
Right.
But just some irrational trouble, some unspoken, filed away, subconscious level of trouble, of just unease or sort of disappointment, where she just thought, because whatever reason she decided to break the pact, she thought, you know what, I bet I bet something unsaid happened, something unspoken, a wink, a moment where we decided this, and I bet he picked up on it, and you didn't.
Nope.
I'm just running around. I'm not paying attention to anybody. No, but you know what I mean? So you have a little bit more on the line. I think you can break the pact whenever you want, and then it's like you're not going to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Once either one of us breaks the pact, then then we're just in with the herd.
Yeah. But do you do this for other holidays? Like, what about Thanksgiving? Do you let them tell you when to eat turkey? Or no, we talked about this.
We've talked about that.
Oh my God.
I think we should switch it to fried chicken.
I think we need to like wipe our brains to start the show over. Like the Men in Black, like the little laser thing.
Yeah.
We both need to like have that and just start over.
No, I think the problem is we do that between every episode, and that's why we talk about the same shit. We need to
Yeah.
stop doing
But I'm
that.
saying
little memory.
we are literally out of shit to talk about, but we could just start over, and then we wouldn't call each other out on it when we talk about the same
No.
stuff. It would just be like this nice sort of like everyone could relive this moment.
Yeah, it'll be
We are-
genuine again.
Yeah.
I'm speaking of which, I'm just checking to see if we have any.
This is
I
great.
gotta stop announcing when I'm
When we
doing
do
that
this
because
live
it's
on
just
the
like, hold
air.
on, let me check. Okay, anyway, nope. So
You could easily do that without saying anything.
I know. I don't want to hurt your feelings by being like, okay, I'm gonna look at something.
All right.
June
Wow.
14th. I think. Yep, we're good. We're good. Carrie Mahoney posted, but I don't know if it's an old one or a new one. Thanks so much for you. Thanks so much, the two of you, for your continued dedication to the podcast. All right. I'll read the rest of it. I'll read the rest of it in the Patreon.
Whoa.
Or if you're curious, you can go check out the review yourself, folks, and leave a review yourself.
I'm curious. I've never heard you self-censor.
All right.
review
Well,
before.
yeah, that's
No.
not.
It's great tease.
No, I'll do
Great
it. I'll
tease.
just read it. I'll just read it.
No. We want people to go. If you want it, go find it on the reviews. Leave your own review.
I like my fantasy. My fantasy is people are like, "Oh man, I gotta get a Patreon." I didn't know what they said, but in reality, they're just yelling at their iPod. We don't give a fuck. Move on.
But honestly,
we're over it.
if you don't give a fuck about that, what are you listening? Like, what are you skipping ahead to? It's not like it's not like when we were talking about the YouTube videos and we're like, just tell us how to paint the goddamn fence. There's no useful information coming. There is no stock tips.
Great topics. That's what they're in it for. They're like, oh man,
The topics.
It's like the pre-show banter. I was going to compare it to like skipping ahead to like, all right, let's skip through Mark Maron's solo banter and get to the guest. But I don't think people do that with our pre-show banter because it's gold.
No.
It's like gold preceding gold. You know what I mean?
They just listen to pre-show banter and then they turn it off. They're like, now they're on topics.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
It's like, are you in a topic mood or are you in a banter mood?
A banter mood. Well, I was in a banter mood. I feel like that was some great pre-show banter.
It really was. It really was.
But
checking to see if I have anything. Nope. Okay, good.
now,
Sometimes I'll specify in my notes. Ooh, pre-show banter topic.
like a discussion point.
Discussion point. Yeah, pre-topic discussion point. Sponsored by Liquid Death. Buried alive.
Thank you, Liquid Death. Still waiting for my palette of Liquid Death. Okay. Should we get to the topics?
Let's get to the topics. Do you mind if I go first?
I would love it.
Okay, just because it's a fresh topic. It's a new hot topic. Because I'm so furious about Verizon. Verizon,
Customer service, Johnny.
their service just goes. I just have no service. I'm at my house. I don't have service. My wife doesn't have service. So I'm looking up on the computer because I have internet. What do you do? How do I know? Is there an outage? And it says, if there's an outage, just log into your Verizon app on your phone. And if there's an outage in your area, there will be a message at the top. Well, if you don't have Wi-Fi or you're not at home, then you can't log into your stupid thing. So that's ridiculous.
Right.
And secondly, so this is what I need my topic for. I think that companies, especially cell phone companies, should have a person, like a face of the company that represents the company that you can call and scream at when you are pissed off. Because I'm just sitting here, I'm like, okay, I hate Verizon. Verizon has pissed me off. I want all I can do is go on Twitter and tweet, you
and
suck shit, you piece of shit company.
Yeah.
I am paying this much money every month, and just randomly, there's nothing I can do. Blah blah blah.
I love this.
I want to
you're
scream
saying
at someone.
there should be a a designated person who's not even skilled enough or capable to really solve your problem in any way.
Right. But
But
they are the
just
face. They
but
represent
and
the face.
they're a face and they're a voice on the other line that's
Yep.
just totally prepped and ready to take whatever horrible, vicious insults you send their
Yes.
way.
Yes.
And they won't hang up. They
And
have to
each company
keep
should have it.
yeah. I think
They,
it's
no, they
great.
can't hang up. They just sit there and apologize, knowing
Right.
full well that you are just gonna just rip into their stupid, ugly face, and you're so dumb, and you wear glasses because your company eats shit. You fucking idiot.
I think, but I mean, it would have to be more than one it would have to be like, like Flo from Progressive. Like, let's say you had Progressive Insurance and you
Right.
really wanted to yell at Flo. But I mean, like, Flo can't be, there must be so many people mad at Progressive Insurance every day. She cannot physically handle every single phone call. But, like at Disneyland or Santa Claus, there isn't just one Santa. I mean, there is
That
a
isn't
Santa
much.
Claus for all the kids listening, and there is a real one, but he has to have representatives out
Yeah, he
there
has
dressed
helpers.
helpers. So Flo would need, so they need people who would literally dress up like Flo, and look like Flo, and then you can yell and scream at Flo from Progressive.
Yeah. Or the "Can you hear me now" guy.
Yeah, there you go, the "Can you hear me now" guy for Verizon. And also, like they used to have like prisoners, I don't know, pick up trash on the highway or whatever.
Yeah.
This would be a good work release, because that would be a tough job, just like have people yell and scream at
Oh
you all day.
yeah.
But that'd be a good job for like the worst felons,
Yeah.
rapists or murderers.
And if you talk back or you say, "Well, hey, fuck you," then you
Yeah,
just get years added to
yeah,
your.
years added to your sentence.
Yep.
It's part of your punishment.
I love it. Ooh, this is good.
That is a great idea.
Ooh,
Because
this is good.
I had that, because that's the problem with like companies now. Like, you literally cannot get someone on the phone. They make it
Mhm.
so
Twitter is your only outlet.
that happened to me with
They'll hear me now when I'm showing this to all my 1,200 followers or whatever.
That's why I can't do the customer service complaints on Twitter. I just can't do it, because all
Why?
I think about is someone on the other side happening to see it and like, oh wow, fucking Andrew, Andrew, 1,800 followers. Who gives a shit?
Oh, I'm so. See, I get
You
so
know?
angry.
So I'm like,
even
I can't do
care.
it. I can't bring myself to do it on there. But like, I tried to get American Airlines canceled flights on me, and almost cost me like a fat corporate gig.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so,
they're the huge culprits of.
dude, I mean, just a straight up no reason. That's the thing. They don't have to give you a reason to cancel flights anymore. Like in the old days, we're like, oh yeah, it's a storm or mechanical problems. Now they just
Yeah.
straight up go, yeah, we weren't.
Yeah. Bad
Hey, this
news.
is
Fuck off.
for everyone on flight 7206 to Chicago. Fortunately, we've canceled your flight. We weren't really feeling it. weren't re- didn't s- Wasn't in the mood. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so like, I was so mad and obviously panicking because none of the flights they could get me on, all the like, you're just on the app. Your only recourse is the app because you can literally not get them on the phone. There's no way. And so, like, I signed up for the call you. I know we've talked about this too, but the call you back option where
Yeah.
you call them, they're supposed to call you back, and then you're still on hold and you're waiting. So I signed up for that. They call me at 4 a.m. I actually, miracle of all miracles, get to the phone, and then they just hang up. They just hang up. And there's no. So what do you do? Like I'll call you. Let me call you back. You just hung up on me. It's like, no, you're in the back of a 18-hour line again. So you cannot get them on the phone. And then the
Which airline was that?
American.
Fuck you, American.
Fuck you,
You're a piece of
America.
shit. I hate it.
So then I I try in the app and I'm on a flight and I'm figuring I'm just gonna try. I'll be there late, but maybe the gig will still let me reschedule it to later in the day or something. And so I go to the airport, and then this woman at the airport, who's the face that you're talking about, like I get in line, and
Yeah.
there's this person, and this person, an actual person I can talk to, and I'm all ready to like be a dick and yell, and
Yeah.
she's just so nice and like fixes my problem, puts me on a different airlines. She puts me on like a United flight that gets me there on time, and it was like happened in 2 seconds. And like, why couldn't this just happen on the phone? Why can't there just be more people
Yeah.
on the phone who could have been like this lady? But you have to like go find a person. That's the only way to get anything done. You have to go in person. If you're looking for an apartment, a flight, whatever it is, shit on the phone does not work anymore. Apps, forget it.
Yeah.
Go see somebody's
You
face.
go to an airport.
Go to an airport to book your next flight. That's my advice. Literally go and talk
As
to
you
a
were
person.
telling that story, I was like, you know what? I bet I have a direct message from an airline because I airlines get the most shit from me. I'll be like, you piece of shit air. You call yourself an airplane. Here, sure enough, Delta. I've got a big string back and forth from Delta. That's what they do. They'll reply to your tweet. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Send us a DM with the details of your problem. That way, it's like, hey, let's go into a private room so that
Yeah.
let's not do air your business. No, I don't play that way. Let's do it here out in the open. What are you gonna do for me so everyone can see?
You're like when they're like when they like
I'm the
take you
Karen
to
of Twitter.
take you to a restaurant to fire
Yeah.
you because they're like, don't make a scene in front of. Oh, you don't think I'll make a scene? I'll make a scene.
I'll make a scene at the Olive Garden.
You think I care what all these other people think?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I think this is great. I think you need, because really what people want from customer service, I've noticed, is just
Yeah.
to be heard. They want to be told, "Hey, yeah, you're right. This is
Yeah,
screwed
I
up."
like that. I would also like to have my problem corrected.
That's true too. But what the worst is when you go and then everybody's like, "Well, that's not my that's not my department. That's not my problem."
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, well,
My hands
hey,
are tied.
there's nothing I can do." It's like, can you just take some responsibility? Can someone just take ownership of it?
Yeah.
And just go, "Hey," like my wife ordered Cuban this from this Cuban restaurant, and she didn't even know, like, delivery, which again, I I don't even know how many times we have to do it, but delivery apps do not work. They do not work. Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, they're all, Uber Eats, they're
Yeah.
all garbage. They don't work. The business model, the system is fundamentally broken, and the only reason why they're still around is because people are so lazy. They're always willing to give it a second shot, but they literally do not work. They've
But well,
never.
do they work the second time?
No, they don't work any of the times. They never work. And if you, miracle of all miracles, just happen to get your food that you ordered within like an hour and a half and it's
Mhm.
edible,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
Then leave us a 5-star review and tell us about your experience.
that was just luck. That was just all luck. It just happened to. It's just they
it was a
don't work.
mistake, a
It was a mistake.
coincidental mistake.
So she ordered this Cuban food through like, I think through like Yelp or like, I don't even know. So it gets dropped off. Oh, miracle! But they're missing half the order.
All right.
Now the person's gone, and I was like, well, which app did you use, so we can get our money back?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, I don't know. I was like, what do you mean you don't know? It's like, well, I ordered it through like Yelp, and then they used somebody else, and then it just got, and it ended up being Postmates, but she didn't even have a Postmates account, so there was like no way to go back. So we had to call the restaurant, and they'd be like, oh yeah, we'll make you another one if you come down here and pick it up. We can't do it. So now I had to go pick it up, the rest of the order. I was like, I could have. What were we paying for? We paid like an extra,
Did you make a stink when you got there?
yeah. But then it's like, what do they fucking, like,
Yeah, they don't care.
they don't
Well,
care.
Do they give you anything?
No, they gave us the order, and then he didn't even have the second. So he had one of the things that were missing, and then I had to like also ask for the second thing, and then that took like 10 more minutes.
God. I've had that
So
happen to me where I have to go back to the pizza place. They didn't give us our stuff, or they gave us the wrong pizza. I'm like, now it's cold and my
yeah,
kids are sitting there waiting. They don't have pizza, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, well, here, we'll make it fresh." I'm like, "Well, I had to drive down here. I had to come get it. It's gonna take forever." Well, here's a coupon for a 2-liter bottle of Orange Crush. All right, fine. I'm such a bitch. I'm like, fine.
what would be a great character is to like throw a huge stink, like my kids are waiting at home. They're hungry. They haven't eaten since breakfast, and are you guys really dropped the ball, and I'm gonna need you to make it right. And they're like, well, here's a coupon for a 2-liter Orange Crush. Oh, I can't accept that. That's too much.
That's too much. Oh, come on. People make mistakes.
Just like immediately flip it. Oh my god, that is too generous. I'm no, that no. I'm
No, let me
thank
pay you
you
for this.
but
Let me pay you for
yeah,
this bottle.
that is 2 liters of Orange Crush. Oh my god, no. Thank you. Uh, I am more of a I'm more of a pushover, I think, than you with the customer service thing. I get very angry, but then I completely melt at the sight of any confrontation. I'm more like passive aggressive, like a little bitch about it, like hey, here for that order. And they're like, okay, yeah, because you guys forgot it before. And I'm like, all right.
Oh.
Seems like okay, thank you. I'd leave like a $20 tip.
You get home and Heidi's like, "Did you give him the business?" Well, I had a
Oh,
tone. I had a tone.
they knew. They
They knew I
knew.
was upset, and
Don't
they
kid
didn't
yourself.
give a
They're
shit.
not going to be able to sleep tonight thinking about my slight
The
eyebrow
way my
raise.
eyebrows went up when I talked to them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now that I feel
Okay.
backed up for sure.
Are you
What do you
backed up?
need?
Okay. I need backup on this topic. So I was in Alaska for those cruises, and there's like a couple breweries in Alaska, and I went to one in Juneau, this brewery, and I was like gonna have a beer and get some work done, and I was like ordered at the counter. I was like, hey, what's your Wi-Fi password? Because I need to use, and they're like, oh, because we're a brewery, state law says we can't give out our Wi-Fi password.
What?
They can't because
Because
they're
they're a brewery?
because they're a brewery and they like make beer or sell beer or whatever. They can't give out a Wi-Fi password because they can't like encourage people to hang around, or it's some weird law. Okay,
Well, what
whatever.
did they say when you said cut the shit? That's stupid.
I did. He did the whole like, it's great for him because he can just go, yeah, it's like the dumbest law ever.
All right.
It's just stupid law, but it's and I was like, part of me did want to be like, well, I know you're not legally allowed to tell me the password, but like, what does it rhyme with? But whatever. I just left because I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
But then I've also been, and also you can only have 3 beers at a brewery in Alaska. And I've also been to Montana. And in Montana, the breweries have a law where you get tickets when you walk in, and they give you drink tickets, and you can only use 2 or 3, whatever it is. And it's like this really strict, in all these like red states that I've been to, Idaho is the same way. They have these very strict laws for breweries, right? Which makes it's very hypocritical because the bars you can go and do like 12 shots and drive your kids to school and open carry to a PTA meeting. It's like all fine. Yeah. But like the breweries, they like are legislating the shit out of it. And what I need backup on is I think there's some sort of like because if you're a red state, it's supposed to be about freedom, right? You have freedom to have a gun,
Yeah.
freedom to do whatever you want. But that's like they're like cracking down on breweries, and I think there's like this liberal connotation to breweries versus bars. They see brewers as like hipster
Yeah.
liberal types, and then there's like this sort of like backlash. They're like, well, we're gonna make your lives miserable and pass the dumbest, shittiest laws. And we're gonna make people only have 2 beers. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's there's no logic behind it at all. I mean,
No,
how do
I
they
th- I
explain it?
I think they would say like, well, you're not a real bar or something, so we're letting you have a taste of beer because you brew beer. But it's like it's all bullshit. It's just like all fake. It's all government overreach. Hello,
Hello.
and you guys are supposed to be the people who hate government. So I know that like the winning political argument every time is to point out the other side's hypocrisy. That always works, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But in this case, I think 99% of Americans could all agree like if you let the bar sell as many drinks as they want to somebody, you should let the brewery sell as many beers as they want to somebody. And I don't know, maybe give out the Wi-Fi password.
Yes. Of
So,
course. I hear here. I hear here.
how about that?
I agree.
That's an easy one.
That's an easy one. I mean, yeah, I think a brewery is a bar,
But yeah, of
right?
course it is.
Yeah. So there you go.
A brewery is a bar, but then like breweries are a little. It's the feel is. It does feel like you could bring your kid to a brewery, but you would never bring your kid to a bar. Do you guys? Are you a brewery guy?
Wait,
Do
I
you
mean,
guys go to
you
breweries?
can't you? I mean, legally, couldn't I bring Duncan to a bar if I wanted?
I literally don't think you're allowed to. No.
You can't?
Well, have you
I mean,
ever
I'm not
tried?
gonna buy him a beer, but like, hey,
Well, it depends what. Well, you're like you're in small
that's
town
not a
America.
strip
There.
club. It's a bar.
I know, but I think there's like there are laws about like kids in a bar.
Well, even if they're with their dad.
This is your political platform. This country is going to shit
It's getting
because
a little out of hand.
you want to bring your young child into the bar while you have a couple of pops with the boys. Where else is he gonna go? Wait in the car? That's more responsible. At least here I got an eye on him. He's learning. Go play some darts, kiddo. Yeah, I like that as a stance. You want to bring kids to bars. No, but breweries are like brighter. They're like daytime places. They have, big. They have like games. Breweries have more like they have that big. What's that? Jenga. But have you ever been in a bar where they're playing that stupid ass Jenga game with the huge wood
Huge
blocks,
yeah.
and then it collapses at one point? It sounds like a machine gun going off. Oh my god, that game can go burn in hell.
Yeah. Amen. I'll back you up on that.
Okay. I'm really
That's a
reaching
freebie
here
topic.
to get you excited, but I can't find anything. You're not a brewery guy.
Huh?
You're not a brewery guy.
I'm not a brewery guy because I'm not a
Beer guy.
beer. I don't like pale ales. I don't give a shit what's in the beer, how it was made. Does it taste good? It does? Okay. I'll drink 5 of them. You know?
Yeah. I did the show I did in Charleston. The beer the green room fridge was stocked with Yinglings and waters and then White Claws.
Sure.
And I was like, I'm good, I had the water. And then the host comes in, this guy named Keith. He's a nice guy, he's a funny guy. And he books the show and everything. He kind of runs the thing.
Mm-hmm.
and then he's drinking a Space Dust IPA, which is a great beer.
Okay.
And I was like, "Yo, whoa, what's going on? They're not even selling those, you know?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, these are for me." And then and he's like, "Sometimes the comics find these, and I get pissed off, you know." It's like, "You guys drink the shit beer." I was like, "Oh wow, what a gracious host,
Yeah. Keith, jeez.
Keith."
Come on.
So take that, Keith.
Spread the love, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
What do you think? Good app?
Good
Are
app.
We good?
Why push it?
Should we just wrap it up?
Wrap it up. That's it.
What a good app.
Johnny's bored of the brewery talk. Thanks everybody for listening to the Cavalry. Remember to leave a 5-star review and go find that review. Hey, you were so teased earlier.
Oh, that's right. I
Tickled
forgot
your
what it was
nuts with what could the review have said that was so
What
offensive
did Carrie say
that
was
Johnny
less offensive than what she has been saying all along?
that Johnny wouldn't read it. Well, go find out. And also, you could join the Patreon and hear post-show banner and bonus episodes and all sorts of fun stuff. I will be, well, you know what? When this comes out, I really won't have anything to promote for a while. So I'm going to be home.
I
thank
might
God.
not either. I found a corporate gig that I booked in February that I had totally forgot that I'm glad as shit I saw on my calendar.
Wow. Shout out to Johnny for finding his corporate gig. I'll be in Grants Pass in August, if anyone is listening in Grants Pass, Oregon. But you know what? Let's not even worry about it. So
We'll get
thanks
there.
everybody for listening. Great app.
Great up. Great up.
And that
We'll see you on the Patreon, everyone.
thanks for listening too.
The Cavalry!